Hello and welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John, where in each episode we'll stroll down the Macintosh memory lane. We'll discuss older Macintosh computers, collecting all things related to the Mac and Apple computer, and current topics from the perspective that only a couple of old Mac fans can provide.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Congratulations, all of your computers are 1 year older.
Well, we took a extended holiday break. We were supposed to be back last week, and then work got in the way, and I had to call an audible at the last second. So sorry about that, John.
Things happen.
And actually, you know what? Did you even do what we said we were going to? Did you prepare? I was kind of frantic today. That
I didn't actually write a list of resolutions, but I do have some, things in mind. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to do it on the fly, but I think I can manage. All right. Well, let's see. We've got Apple's Anonymous in there as our sole commenter. Hello. And Apple's Anonymous is the one that told you about their Macs being a year older. Yes. Let's see. Let's get right into it. Let me figure out the date and everything, and let's record this for real in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 697 for January 13th, 2025. Good evening, John.
Good evening, James.
To make that adjustment, I almost said I had 2024 written on my page. Quick adjustment.
Yes, the age-old struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just saying, I don't remember when the last episode, it was a while back. It may have been a month ago, right before the holidays. We gave out our annual holiday shopping list. Did you get anything from that list?
I didn't get anything from that list, but I did get somebody sent me give me a Christmas present of the the kind of vintage looking reproductions of patents that are out there. Yeah,
I've seen
so
those
I got one
on
of
Etsy of which patent.
I got the Apple mouse and the original Mac Plus case. Just kind of single images from the patents.
They made a patent for the Mac Plus. Oh, it just looks like it?
Well, no. It is an actual patent. This was actually a patent because it's got the patent number on here. JC Manic. But they basically just pulled a couple of images from the patent and made a.
Which is wild to show that again. Print. You can see it's got the 5 1/4 inch. You say Mac Plus. But
well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean Mac Plus. I meant
the
Mac.
Classic Mac, and it shows the
extra wide slot for the Yeah.
Cool.
And the patent, like I said, the patent number is on your patent. Well, no, that's the thing. So patent number on this though is from 1986, which obviously that can't be right.
I don't know what's. You think?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's real or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. We can look up the patent number. We'll have to. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, the mouse. So the mouse on here is definitely the.
You think that's real?
The Lisa mouse. You can see from the button style. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks more legit.
And again, this one says patent August 1984, which again,
that doesn't make any sense either, unless the patent wasn't issued until after they've introduced
it.
That
is possible. They could have been a patent pending until.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's something to look up.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you did get something. What are you going to do with those?
I've got them. I need to just get some frames for them. They'll be out here next to my autograph of Jerry Manic that I got when we interviewed him at the one of the vintage computer festivals.
So, that's right. You met him.
Yep.
And talked to him. Yeah, I met him at the anniversary of the Mac.
Oh yeah.
The 30-year anniversary. I didn't get to do an interview or anything, but all right. Let's see. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk New Year's retrolutions.
Oh, we're gonna do eBay finds first.
No. You're right. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been so long. I don't even know what the order is. Yes.
How do we do this podcasty stuff again?
We're gonna do eBay finds, and then we'll do.
We talk into these things.
Then news. All right. We'll be right back. Okay. eBay finds. Yes.
eBay.
That's what we do. That is what we do.
That is what
there they are.
Hang on one moment. Because I didn't open the links.
All right, I'll give you a second to catch up. See how these auctions did.
All right, I am ready. Am I doing the tech step or the
tech step? I guess.
Yeah, tech step. Okay.
All right. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, it's time now for the eBay finds. These were from 2024. We had the framed poster of the Macintosh. This was the illustration of the cutaway, kind of isometric view here, and showing all the layout of the components and short descriptions there. This, what did it sell? Oh, it sold for $344.99. $344.99.
Nice.
And the unpopulated Macintosh production board from 1983, with very good, looks like the provenance is all set up with somebody that was working in the manufacturing. This one did not sell. It's still available by now of a lofty $7,500, where you can make an offer on that. And then we had a couple of posters for the season. The advertisements with Santa and an Apple computer. The first one showed him with an Apple III and Apple II. That one's buy it now, $499.99. It did not sell. There's a make an offer on that. And then the other one also did not sell. Had a buy it now, $450. This had Santa, looks like taking care of maybe reading and responding to letters to Santa with an Apple II in the background there. All right. We'll start the new year off with something. I guess this is good for somebody's resolution to save more, because this is an iMac Red, or Strawberry, if you will, mini toy retro model Apple Macintosh piggy bank. What's there in the description? Let's see what we get from the description. It says, great condition. Coin bank sticker is easily removable, and this beautiful miniature is great for an office desk or home decor. Works as a piggy bank from 1998. It says, last of its kind. Previously, I thought I had a source for more of these, but it has since dried up. This is the last one. So let me, there you go. So you can see, looks like an old G3 iMac with the translucent plastics, strawberry, and the frosted notes to it, the speaker grills. Do we get dimensions on this? I don't see dimensions.
It can't be that big, because if you look at the picture on the bottom, you can see the size. You can see the Phillips head screws holding it together. So I'm guessing maybe
it's very
4 or 5 inches wide.
Yeah.
Tops.
You're not going to save a whole lot on this.
No, as a matter of fact, you're never going to be able to fill it with enough coins to make up for how much they want it for.
They want a fair amount for it. Yeah, you want to say what they want for it?
Oh, yeah. So they are. It's a buy it now, no offer. It's a buy it now, $147.26. So
hey, it's on sale. It was $199. It's 26% off.
All right.
It's kind of pricey. Yeah, I don't worry about buying this. Maybe if you looked around, you could maybe find something like this somewhere cheaper. There, of course, there were a lot of things made during the era of the
Oh, sure. Yeah.
color
This is
IMAX.
by nowhere near official. This is,
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, a lot of things inspired that people
Oh yeah. Do
you
you
could
remember the
find
clocks? The
Timex
desk
clock.
clocks that yeah. Well, Timex, and there was another brand also
Oh
that
yeah, there was a smaller digital. Well, I guess they're both digital, but
they're about the same size. I've got one over there. On the break, I'll see if I can grab it, or at least
yeah,
get a
and I've got a number of
make on it.
them too. It would be a fun thing to just collect all these, not at this price, but especially these ones that, I mean, there were a lot of things that had the translucent plastics that were
Oh
obviously
sure, yeah.
inspired, but
Yeah,
the things
yeah.
that actually, used the shape, like this bank or a clock or whatever, to how many things existed at that time. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Moving on, we have an Apple Tech Step Macintosh Mac, and I think Apple 2 diagnostic tool. I've got one of these.
I don't think you could use it with the Apple.
Well, I thought there were some like some of the connectors on there will test like serial connections, SCSI. So I mean, some stuff
maybe
would be usable
maybe.
to, I think, test basics. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is Apple Tech Step. So this thing looks complete. It comes with a ton of the books, a CD, the unit itself, the nice, very cool case for it, which is very reminiscent of the Macintosh Portable. It's kind of that black, kind of rubberized material. Goodness, I'm trying to see how many of them. It comes with all the different cables necessary to hook up to the various ports, and I'm trying to see how many modules it comes with.
You know what? All I can get from the pictures are just the two that are in it at the time and the picture.
Yeah, unless they're in that box.
Just the CPU test.
CPU test and the SCSI. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that's, well, there's... I'm trying to remember. Didn't we do a story recently on somebody's basically remaking the modules?
Yeah.
Do you recall that? Okay.
We did. Yeah.
All right. So they are wanting buy it now, or there's a make an offer on this one of $1,399.99. Not other than that, there's not a whole lot. Just item tested and working. Item was pulled from a working environment. Only items included in the picture are included on the sale. Looking, of course, when you look up anything on eBay, other versions show up, and I see another one down here for a little less, just a couple $100 less. So it seems to be what people are hoping for, at least.
Yeah.
I still have never used mine. I really need to play around with it.
I like there's a picture there of showing it in operating conditions, which is nice to see. Yeah, certainly something. Maybe that's a retrolution to finally get around to using your
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, and we're going to talk more about Mac G4 minis later, but I stumbled across a mini that somebody converted into a clock, an analog clock. The title is Vintage Genuine 2006 Apple Mac Mini Computer Tabletop Clock. The description says it was repurposed into a techie wall clock. One-of-a-kind clock is perfect for the gamer, tech enthusiast, or Apple user. A dead 2006 Mac Mini computer was cleaned out, converted to hold the original Apple logo cover inside of the case. A piece of glass was cut to cover the front of the clock. Battery operated clock was installed into the logo cover. Yeah. Okay. Well, looking at the pictures there, you can see what it's all about. Just some simple black analog hands there behind that little glass cover. As you just kind of stand up your Mac, and it looks like they did a pretty nice job.
Not bad. If you look at a close up of the glass, it's a I don't know if it's glass or I'm guessing probably more plexiglass. It seems to be a little rough around the edges.
A little rough, yeah. Yeah, you almost want to put like a little bezel or something to cover that seam.
Yeah.
But this comes from the seller, the 386 Experience, which is all about diverting vintage electronics from being thrown away. It exists to
Interesting. I'll have
promote the
to-
continued use of vintage computers and electronics. So they're all about that. So I imagine if I looked at their other items, I'd see similar
which I'm doing
projects,
right
which
now.
You're doing that right now.
Yeah.
I got a lot of interesting
Yeah,
old
so
stuff.
they do have. I see some other stuff like the inner metal plate from a blue and white G3 that's got the G3 on there as a clock. The outer cover of that same said blue and white G3 as a clock.
Neat. All right. Well, and they sell some parts too for computers. Did we say what they want for this?
Oh, no, not yet.
We said $49.99 is the buy it now, or you can make an offer. That's reasonable. Maybe we'll take something less than that. So not bad, and they're offering free priority shipping. So there you go. We'll check in next week and see if any of these sold.
Oh, retro vacuum tube nightlight. That's kind of cool. Cribbage board. And, like you said, just kind of some other parts. Yeah, kind of cool.
All right, let's get into our revolutions. Go in 3, 2, 1. Well, it's been a tradition, and I don't remember how far it goes back. With our large computer collections and endless lists of things to do, projects to pursue, we've found ourselves trying to commit at the beginning of the year to doing something about all that. And John's been way more successful than I have. Well, even if you've been successful a little, it's still way more than me. And we should have looked up what we said last year.
We didn't. I did look it up. We didn't really have anything last year because we were so late into January doing an episode. I think
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think so. I'm going to give you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And it's something that's long overdue. And it's just going to be one thing, but I got to keep it simple. Otherwise, I'll never accomplish it. And that is the full accounting and checkup on every computer that I have.
That is what you said the last time that we actually did this.
I said it many times. But this time you're going to hold me to it. And so,
okay.
But I have a strategy. My strategy is this is how you do this, right? You got to keep each other accountable. You got to keep me in check, and I'll bug you, and you'll bug me, whatever. Just one a week. If I can just get one computer, record all the stats, power it up, see what's going on. Just one. Doesn't mean I'm going to fix it or anything. I need to assess status.
All right. So wait. One a week. That means you'll be done in 4 years. 4 years.
Something like that.
Because you have like 200-ish computers, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Well, I haven't even doing one a year yet.
Well, that is true. Anything's an improvement. Sure.
I have done this a number of times and kind of done false starts, but I like sit down and I'll say, okay, let me just crank it, and I'll just go through and I'll just start doing it. And of course, then you get tired of that, and then you forget. You just don't resume it. But if I got to stay on a regular, make it a habit, regular pace once a week. So when I see you next week, I can tell you, okay, I pulled out the blank, and this is what's going on with it. Well, I'm just going to start on one side of the wall and work the other side.
I say we just work that as one of the segments on the podcast.
We could.
Yeah, it would
well,
just be
I mean,
right at the
I,
end. You could say,
I'll throw it in there.
I could ask you.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, it's something I can throw in there. Sure. And if I fail to do it, then you get to hear a creative excuse that no,
Ah,
I'm gonna commit to it. And part of that, and I had another strategy. Part of that is also tied in. I guess so I have two. This is my second one. They dovetail together very nicely. My second one is that I have been very bad about producing the audio version. Once we got into doing YouTube live and it just happens and it's up and I don't have to do anything, I've been very bad about editing down the audio version and posting it in a timely manner. In fact, I do it right before we record the following week, which is horrible. Because it should go out, especially because of eBay fines and newsletter. It should go out at least within a day or so. So, but that time, so I'm gonna edit those episodes and get them out leading up to the following week. But that time that I buy back, which is like a half hour or so, is the time that I will dig into this. So I will pull one of these like right before we actually sit down live, right?
Okay. All right. I like that.
All right. That I pledge. Okay. Your shot. Your turn. What do you think?
Well, all right. Well, I've actually started delving into doing some of the surface mount soldering, working on a Mac Classic, which is still issues, but it does boot now at least. So part of it's going to be to continue to try to get better at diagnostics, maybe get a little bit more into the weeds. I have one computer in particular I want to get back up and running, and that is my Tacky Color Classic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've got plenty others to work on, but that is going to be my main goal, is just to get that Color Classic back up and running. So that's one of them. My goals. Do you have another one?
No, I gave you my two. Those are mine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't. What do you want out of me?
So the other thing I would like to do would be to try to do some more stuff with our YouTube channel, be it like streaming a game, like an old Apple game or something. Just I mean, I've got everything set up here to be able to stream to that.
To just go on randomly, or
well, I could always like post, hey, I'll be playing the game on this time, just to see if anyone wants to come on. But I can try to do a little, search history of the game beforehand, so I can talk about it while playing it. If people pop on, great. If not, then I've still played a game I've maybe never played before. So,
right,
yeah,
I did have another thing that I wanted to do, which I didn't mention it initially because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to go about it, but it relates to the YouTube channel and doing more with it.
Okay.
At a minimum,
YouTube,
yeah. Not like you said, but for me, it's more of sort of the management of it. Like, for example, and so this is why I didn't bring it up initially, because it may be a number of things I just have to sort through. But one little thing that's part of that overall picture is just being diligent and then going back to the back catalog of creating thumbnails of all the episodes. So when they come up, you get a thumbnail of what it's about, and then making sure that the keywords and the summary and all that, so you can, if you searched on it, you could go back through everything, right?
got it.
That's kind of a huge task. Maybe I could put that in there too.
I think that's something I could help with too. Picking up a thumbnail and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and of course, it's kind of like my task with hundreds of computers and documenting them all. It's also like we have 700 episodes. Well, no, actually, we don't. Right? I'm sorry, because we only have a few hundred on YouTube. On YouTube,
not as
sure.
ridiculous,
right?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So that's not so onerous. But anyway, so yeah, there is stuff we can do as it becomes more YouTube centric. Actually taking advantage of the tools and doing right by the content as it would appear in searches and such. So there's that. All right. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Oh,
I think
it?
that's
Okay.
good for me too. Yeah.
So I had a question though. There was a project that you had.
Which one?
Well, there was a project that right before the end of the year we talked about it. Maybe
are you talking the 60% scale?
Yes.
That's got my M4 in it.
Yes.
That's coming along very well.
Did we even talk about that here at all?
I think I may have shown the first rough I did of it, but I'm in the process of. I just printed the what'll hopefully be the last faceplate and hopefully the last internal cage structure. Okay. I've got a few support bits that I'm gluing on, so that one is actually coming along very well. I still have to print the new back shell off of the things that I've been trying to put into this thing besides just the G4. Sorry, the M4 Mac Mini. Had to rebuy some cables where one cable didn't quite work well because it is kind of shoehorning that M4 in there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming along.
I'm good. Well, I can't wait to see it. I'm looking through the comments here and I see Apple Anonymous talking about the 500 to 700 Apple computers in the collection. That's crazy. Do we know about that? Have we seen those pictures? Do we?
No. Apple's. You've been holding out. You need to.
But not on display. Jealous of us because we have display.
Oh, display space. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll
see how we do.
Update everyone each week, and John will make progress and update us on the progress of his projects. All right, we'll see how we do in 1 year. Okay. I got some news. Let's see here. Oh, the YouTube channel. 200 to 250 boxes to open with retro stuff.
Whoa, nice.
Nice. You tune into that. All right. Let's go to the news. Let's see. Flash that up there. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. All right. It is time for the news. And John stumbled across. How did you find this?
That was somebody. So there is a subreddit for black and white art.
Okay.
And somebody posted that they decided to do this website, and it is anyone who is familiar with Mac Paint. This is actually even simpler controls than Mac Paint, because it is literally you've got a pencil, a paintbrush, and a grid, and you can decide if you're so what it is they'll prompt you with a art prompt. You've got your grid. You can decide whether you're doing 8, 16, or 32 pixel by pixel, 32 by 32 pixels. And when you draw what you want to draw, you make an account and you can submit it. It adds it to the gallery. You can go back, look past at previous gallery attempts by people, and that's pretty much it. I'm trying to find the link myself on my many open tabs now.
It's 1-bit.day.
Day, yep.
Yes. And there I tried a very crude bottle as my prompt. I have the daily prompt. So you're saying I can go in here and I can see other people's versions?
Yes.
The gallery. Very good.
Hang on. Go under. Let's see here. Where did I find it? Go under prompts. And you can see the different prompts. If you click on a prompt,
see how people.
And then scroll down and you can see what. Just scroll down and you can see what other people did for that prompt. Mhm.
Very good. So not a lot of people. There were only two people tried the owl.
Right.
Yeah.
They just started this not that long ago, like end of last month.
Oh, okay.
So
We
I'm hoping
may make
people
this
check it out.
popular. Yeah, and so they populate the prompts into the future through the end of the
Yes.
month.
Hmm.
Or, well, some of them are still mystery. Oh no! It's just every day you find out. So today is egg.
Right.
So there's 4. Actually, there's 4 eggs today. So there you go. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, and we mentioned the Mac Mini G4 with that clock. Here's a website called it's an article, right? What are we looking at here?
Yeah. So it's a article somebody did called Mac Mini G4, the best classic Macintosh for retro gaming. It's a very in-depth. First of all, it goes through, how they, how they, how they started with the 68K. It goes through
Yeah,
all
there's a
the
little
different
history here.
processor family. Yeah, it goes through all of that. It goes through why the G4 Mac Mini is the best as far as being able to hook up to multiple monitors. You're not stuck with a specific monitor like an all-in-one. The fact that people have shoehorned OS 9 onto it to be able to run classic games directly. I think they've probably touch on emulation for the older black and white games. It's a very, very long article and very in depth. But yeah, I ran across this on Boing Boing. They referenced what they were talking about this article here, which is over on xtof.info. And I believe their impetus for writing this was they had run across an article on, oh goodness, somewhere in here. I forget where they said that they were on like 68K MLA or something. But yeah, some good info. It makes me so I have a G4 Mac Mini, and I've been meaning to do the OS 9 install on it.
I forgot that you could do that. Essentially, you can because it could run classic, but that was within OS 10, and so
Correct, yeah. But then somebody came along, and some clever people managed to
right.
get it to boot directly into OS 9 by modifying
It's like
an original OS 9 installer disk.
like using like boot camping OS 9 in a way. And then they show examples of different games that were run.
Yes, they're running it, and these screenshots are screen captures of it running on the G4 Mac Mini.
Yeah,
So it's
some old games too.
all,
Games
yep.
that came out, over well over 10 years before this computer was released.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to mention. So, kind of funny, we've been doing this podcast long enough that the G4 Mac Mini just came out a year before we started doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So that'll make you feel old. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Great little website. Lots of good information there. All right. And lastly, we mentioned the cutaway illustration of the Mac in the form of that poster that Apple had way back when. The Polish Apple Museum created their own sort of take on that, and I think they're going to be selling them on their website at some point.
It's a cool poster.
It is. So it looks. I don't know if they recreated or they.
I'm pretty sure that illustration is directly from the other poster.
Similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they augmented it with a lot of other cool information. The thing I like the most is along the right side has just a list of all the actual signatures from inside the case. Because normally they're kind of hard to read because they're embedded in the case. In this case, they took each of the signatures and they captured it and they put it black on white so you can really see them clearly. And then they added some historical information, other photos and screenshots and things on the lower third. So really well done. So I like that they're doing these sorts of projects because they have the 2025 calendar, of course, also. So yeah, you just Google the Polish Apple Museum and see if you can get that poster. I wonder if
That's
they
really
make the
cool.
option. Yeah, I wonder if they make the option to if you could purchase the high res download of it too, so you could print it locally.
Oh, really? Oh,
No, I wonder if they would.
oh, that would be nice. Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously the shipping would be a lot. But they did. They did. It looks from these pictures, they did a very nice.
I think I may
Printing.
end up having to get this because I love how they did with the signatures on the side. You know, it's just got a lot of really it's neatly done. I like how they wrote it up the little history, including mentioning Jeff Raskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun.
I like this photo here in the
very
lower
nicely done.
left. I don't remember this.
Yeah,
photo.
they had to come from like an Apple catalog. That looks like it
Something.
came right out of one of those Apple catalogs, the gift catalogs.
Maybe
Doesn't
they're
it?
all dressed up in the Apple Picasso Mac t-shirts and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool stuff. All right. Well, that's it for the news.
All right, Apple's Anonymous.
right.
I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Very
I do
nice.
have
I
an
look forward
Apple
to checking
shop,
that out.
and most of the boxes are that was 50. A lot of stuff goes through. Wow. All right. We haven't.
All right,
talked
we
about
on
next
for
week.
next week? You all good?
Yes, I'm in town. I just think about it. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Do you wait? Do you have a particular system
No,
you're gonna?
I'm starting. I announced it today. I haven't done anything.
Okay. All right.
It's for next week.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, that wraps up the first episode of 2025. Our 697th. We'll be next.
Close.
Next
So
week,
close.
we'll be back for 698. And what are we going to talk about? We haven't talked about it yet, but we'll talk about something.
It'll probably involve old Macintosh computers. We
should talk to Apple's Anonymous.
Leave it at that.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Maybe we'll figure something out at some point.
That would be fun. I would like that. All
right. Well, anything else, John? You good?
Nothing here.
Okay.
We're good.
Well, until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay. All right. That's it. And we're good to go. Hey, is that our sole person in the chat? Was Apple's Anonymous?
He is the most dedicated to. I mean, we've gone without months, and he is on
there.
So thank you, Apples.
There. Yeah, need to have at least somebody watching the live show. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay.
If a podcaster podcasts in a forest and there's nobody around to hear, is he really podcasting?
I don't think so. Are they really streaming? Yeah. All right. Well, we will sign off and see you next week.
Bye, Apples.
Play a little video, play a little song.
Thanks for listening to the RetroMacCast with James and John. Email listener comments and questions to retromaccast@gmail.com or post comments on our website at www.retromaccast.com.